We are just outside of Bryce Canyon National Park, and we've been debating about whether or not we should even go in to the park based on the fact that there's no hikes for Jesse in the park and we can't film. But we are so close and it's such a beautiful park. We're just going to do a drive-through and take some pictures for you guys.
My thoughts? We're this close to the park, we can't not see it.
Exactly.
Actually, everybody's slowing down because there are a couple of deer on the side of the road.
Okay, folks, we're to the gate where we show our pass, so no more filming.
Scottish-born Ebenezer Bryce apprenticed as a shipwright. In 1850, the 18-year-old converted to Mormonism, moved to Utah, and married Marianne Park. At the direction of church officials, the Bryces became serial homesteaders, moving from place to place, helping to establish communities. Settling near Tropic in 1876, Bryce built a road into the amphitheater to harvest timber. Locals began calling it Bryce's Canyon. We were just thinking about how cool the bike path is here. There's a bike path that goes down to Inspiration Point. I was just thinking about how cool it would be to just camp here and hop on your bike and go see the sights.
Oh, look at this! Well, Bryce Canyon is absolutely gorgeous, and taking pictures there was really fun. We're headed now to Cedar City to get some groceries, and the road between Bryce Canyon and Cedar City is just as gorgeous, almost as gorgeous as Bryce Canyon, and there are tons of trailheads that we could take Jesse on. So I think a return trip here is going to be in order. In order to keep our Clarity Off-Grid channel strictly an off-grid living resource, we removed hundreds of Vanlife travel videos spanning over 5 years. We've decided to re-edit and upload some of our favorites to our new channel. If you've been a follower since the beginning, we hope you enjoy reliving these previous adventures. And if you're new to Travels with Clarity, we hope you enjoy this peek into some of our history and backstory. Leave us a comment and let us know if you enjoy this flashback video.
So that day in Bryce Canyon was so much fun, and filming that, after a while, it just got to be tiring. So we spent a couple hours, 3 hours there, and then we went and drove all the way to Cedar City, did some provisioning. So we have about 3 or 4 days to get to Fort Collins to our son's graduation, and we're just meandering to get there. And one of the things we just came across is Butch Cassidy's Boyhood home, and so we had to stop here and check it out. can't really see too well through this plexiglass.
No, but they've got some stuff in here that it's not just empty.
Yeah. You know, people think they need like 1,000 square feet per occupant in a home. This home is like maybe 12 feet by 16 or 20 feet. And their whole family lived here. They had, I can't remember, a number of kids though, and Butch Cassidy was the oldest. Pretty impressive.
What's that?
This is a motorized plow, 2-cylinder. I wonder how many horsepower this was, if it was a horsepower. So this rotated and pulled something across this way. I don't know. I don't know what this would do.
Cut off your hand.
Yeah, you could definitely get hurt on here. Getting off the interstates and meandering the back roads of this wondrous world has become my favorite way to travel. Taking time to notice the miracle of nature increasingly has me marveling at the complexity, balance, and interconnectedness of living things. Traveling at these slower speeds not only is less stressful for Jesse, it's quieter. And if you're a kinesthetic person like I am, it's soothing to the soul. I love this lifestyle, and I could live like this indefinitely. Breakfast this morning, we're having Mexican vegetable frittata and toasted jalapeno cheese bread.
Thank you. Editing and breakfast in bed.
Well, Mark, it's not sourdough, but it's organic and it's really good. You might consider making a jalapeno cheese loaf.
After weeks of solitude in the desert and roaming the back roads, it was time to hop on the interstate and make our way back into civilization. There was still plenty of scenery to enjoy as we followed raging rivers through windy mountain roads to a perfect rest area we could call home for a couple of days.
Well, I have to show you this rest area. We slept all night to the sound of this. So I gotta tell you, we decided on the way to Fort Collins that we would splurge and stop at a campground. And we saw this campground in Glenwood Springs that was advertised as a campground, and people said the owners were really nice, and it was expensive. It was $42, which we've never spent $42 for a night to park our van anywhere.
We thought we would just splurge for one night, be able to take some long showers and get cleaned up, and you know, it was
and have a nice, comfortable place to edit.
Right.
Yeah.
A place to hang and just relax.
And maybe explore Glenwood Springs.
Right. Yeah.
We pulled into this place, and it turned out that it was an RV park up on a hillside, and everybody was parked right next to each other, and we just weren't really attracted to it at all. We told the guy that we decided we're just going to move on because we had just made the reservation the night before. Obviously he had some space, and he kind of got snarky with us and tried to charge me $20 as a cancellation fee because it was the day of.
Right, but he didn't tell us that when we made the reservation.
Yeah.
And he didn't ask for a deposit.
Right. So anyway, so long story longer, he kind of got snarky with me and said, just go, just don't come back. He said, you don't know what you're talking about, and you won't find any place better than this between here and Denver. So we took off, and we just started driving down the road, and in the canyon between Glenwood Springs and Eagle, we saw at least 3 beautiful rest areas right down next to the river, the Eagle River. There's a river trail that goes all the way past Eagle from Glenwood Springs, and it's all concrete. It's a beautiful river trail. But we thought that was pretty funny. We were laughing about it. And then we decided to come and stay here in the town of Edward. They have a rest area that's right down here next to the river trail, right next to the river. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can't hear the highway at all you can hear is the river. And so we're really thrilled we made that decision.
Yeah, and when they're fully in operation, right now the dump station is closed for repairs, but when it's not, there's potable water, there's a dump station, and there's a beautiful set of restrooms. It's an ideal place to stay.
So the moral of the story is, if you're going east of Glenwood Springs towards Eagle or towards Vail, there are definitely some places to pull over and sleep and have a nice walk, take the dog out. And they don't cost anything.
When it came time to make the final journey to our son's graduation, we were greeted by a full-on winter storm driving over the pass.
Well, we're following the plow, and I'm really glad we still have our snow tires on.
Well, folks, this is our last camp of this series and this trip, and we're making our way back to Durango today. We had an awesome time in Fort Collins with our son, and seeing him graduate, that was just such a special experience, and we just took those days to just turn off the cameras and just be with the family.
This campsite is a beautiful spot. We have an amazing view here, and this particular camp is also a very auspicious camp for us because this is probably the last camp, not only on this trip, but our last campsite in Clarity.
Yeah, wow, that brings up some emotion for me.
Yeah.
So does this mean that van life is over for us? No way. We're hooked on the nomadic lifestyle and exploring new places. As much as we have put our hearts and souls into Clarity, and she has taken us on the most memorable adventures we could imagine, we have come to terms with the fact that we need a four-wheel drive van to get to the places we want to explore, especially in Colorado. We trust that the perfect person or couple will purchase her and love her as much as we have.
Well, it's official. We've sold this to Dave and Lori, and it looks like they're happy. We're really happy that they're happy. Dave?
Thank you so
there you
very
go.
much.
We're excited.
We're excited. We'll take good care of her for as long as we own her,
Yep.
and hopefully it's for a
Fabulous.
long, long time.
And our
Fabulous.
kids are,
So-
Thank you so much.
Thank
kids
you.
are excited for us.
And
So-
you have my phone number, and we'll be in touch.
All right,
I get
great.
I'm sure you'll hear a lot from us. And we'll
Thank you.
continue watching your videos.
Bye-bye!